All right. Continuing with the high production standards that you're accustomed to on this channel. Here we go with a sale this month. It's on sale actually next month too. This is the Manley ELOP Plus. There's a lot of reviews online. I was watching one gentleman saying that he was a hip hop guy and preferred it over his tube tech. I did a pretty thorough shootout in a hip hop studio with a tube tech and another compressor I sell here. But I have to say, on balance, for in its class and against its class, we have to go to like the Veramu. But this is my favorite, the ELOP Plus. So the Numu is on sale as well, and I'd like to cover that in a little bit more detail in another video. You can go on the Manley YouTube page and see about their hand-wound transformers and their Manley power, which is a next level for standard for power supplies. But in this video, I just want to talk about my impressions, and you can come by the shop and get one. You can try before you buy here. This is PMT Audio in Denver, Colorado. Englewood, actually, but it's part of Denver. And the goal of this shop is to provide gear that matters because life's too short. Plus, it's people who sell a gear that doesn't really, is not at this level. It can kind of send people in the wrong direction. Just using gear that's great can change your perspective and how you listen to music. Like the ELOP Plus, which is the feature of this video. And again, just my impressions. It's not really a technical video, but just to go over it, you have a high-pass filter on both channels, and then you can link them together and use it as a stereo converter, a stereo compressor. And I think that a lot of people think, oh, the ELOP Plus, it's a tube compressor, it's an optical tube compressor, and it's a bus compressor. I really need to do more research on the bus compression. I'm sure it's great since here in the shop for demo, and also I don't take clients here. But, I'm kind of stuck on the Veramu. So I haven't done a lot of research, but I promised one of the folks that's got to buy one before the sale's over. He tried it and he's got to get one. But I really need to become educated. I'm just so stuck on this piece of gear, this wonderful box, for using it in series. So patching it into channel 1, out of channel 1, into channel 2, if you don't know what series is. And you can mess around with the compressor and the limiter, and you can limit it first, limit it on both channels. And just so to be very clear, your signal is coming into channel 1, and you're just using the reduction to taste, and then the gain, which is the output gain of this channel, drives the input of this channel, and then your output gain back into the box, or in the case here, back to the tape machine. So it's just incredible. And there's only 2 knobs. There's not a bunch of options here. And you think, well, I want more options. This compressor is so musical and so incredible. And my impression is that it adds mojo, for lack of a better term, But just, I guess, really what you're hearing is depth and nuance. And it adds a quality that wasn't there before. And again, I'm obviously making this video because I sell gear and I sell Manley gear. And this is a quasi advertisement. Hopefully it's also informative. But I'm not here to sell stuff I don't believe in or to talk a bunch of smack. Just this is not like I'm not leading with sales. I really do believe that. I mean, and this is my favorite compressor for snare, vocals, bass guitar, and I'm sure it'd be killer on drum bus. But what I like about this is, you know, I'm not making platinum records, so I just push buttons. And in the back of my mind, I'm always like, you know, you dumbass, you don't know what you're doing. And as I just push the compressor and limiter on both channels and just turn the reduction, which is basically your only choice, it gets great. And it's just like, how great do you want it? It takes zero skill to dial this in. Obviously, if you have skill, that's great. And nothing against people who know what they're doing. But to level a snare, for instance, where you don't sacrifice the dynamics. Let's say you're doing a jazz or rock recording, and you want to bring out the nuance and the detail in ghost notes and kind of control them with the more powerful hits. It's effortless with the ELOP Plus. The guys I work with are death metal guys, and typically your blast speed is going to be lower than your other hits on the snare, and it dials it right in. But what makes it so exciting is that suddenly there's another dimension to the sound of the drum that wasn't there before. Obviously, it was picked up by the microphone, but it's enhanced by using the ELOP. Bass, super smooth, although I do use the Vermu when I track bass, but I have tried this on bass, and just great. Acoustic guitar. I find in the modern context of death metal, compressing the guitar is not really very useful. In fact, I even bypass the guitar on the mix bus. I just don't. I keep it till the end and mix it in at the very end after the limiter even. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about it other than it's awesome. I mean, what is there to say about it? Because it is so simple yet so powerful. A lot of people, and I don't really haven't used every LA2A out there, but a lot of people prefer it over the LA2A. And you have a dual mono, so you have two compressors for tracking or mixing down if you use it in series, and then or you can use it in dual mono, and then you have an excellent bus compressor. So if you don't have a tube compressor, come by the shop and check this out. I can wheel it over to your place as well. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. I hope you don't think, it's not glitzy. Most people, I see the stats on my YouTube channel, they tune out right away. And then out of, say, like 300 people, 14 watch it to the end. I don't give a shit about passersby, really, for those of you who watch the whole video and hopefully get some perspective. That's who I'm making the video for. I'll never be glitzy with graphics, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but not the purpose of this channel. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys, and let me know in the comments what you think.